questions to ask you.
Sure.
Okay, so what do we recycle in ISH?
Well, one of the biggest quantities of stuff we recycle is paper. We're actually trying to use less paper and go more over to electronics, but the paper we do use goes into special bins for recycling.
Right, okay.
And that paper then goes usually to make things like cardboard boxes, so they're used again.
Right, okay, that's good. How do we recycle the paper or anything else we recycle?
Well, basically we put small collection containers, bins,
Yep.
in various places around the building.
Mm-hmm.
These bins have to be in convenient locations because
Right.
what you need is for people to actually use them.
Right.
If the traditional trash is closer, then some people will rather put it in there than in the bins.
Right.
Then, before they get too full, we have some people go around, collect up the small bins.
Okay.
We tip them into the bigger bins, and then once a week a truck comes and they empty the big bins and they take those directly to a recycling plant.
That sounds good. Okay, do you know how much we recycle?
The bins are something like, I think they're about 1,000 litres, something like that.
Wow, okay then.
And we have, sorry, the paper is smaller, they're about 350 litres, and we have 3 of those.
Okay.
So you can do the maths.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much every week.
Okay, that's good. How do you think we could recycle better or help?
I think the key now, because we're all aware of recycling and we've been doing it for a while, I think the key now is to try not to use as much stuff in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is people often get confused between recycling and basically categorising the waste before we dump it.
Yep.
Some things we think we're recycling, but we're actually only sorting it out into different waste groups.
Right, yeah.
And it's disposed of that way.
Okay.
For example, the old fluorescent light tubes, which we get rid of, they go into a separate container.
Right, yeah.
But they're not really recycled, they're only disposed of in a different way to general waste. So we need to actually read labels and we need to understand what is recyclable.
Okay, yeah. Well, thank you for letting us question you, and have a nice day.
You too, thanks.